Good afternoon, students. In continuation of types of adsorption video, we will see applications of an adsorption along with adsorption isotherms. Okay, application of adsorption. Application means important uses. Okay, here adsorption process used for the production of high pressure vacuum, high vacuum pressure. Okay, here for the removal of any contaminants or any waste material from the solution, okay, we pass the adsorbent, we pass the adsorbent along with the vacuum, vacuum at high pressure. Okay, for the production of this high pressure vacuum, we use the adsorption process. And gas masks, while moving, while moving outside, nowadays we are wearing masks. While working in poisonous industries, they are wearing gloves and masks. Okay, those masks or those gloves protect from the poisonous gases. Those poisonous gases are adsorbed on the surface of the gloves or adsorbed on the surface of that particular gas mask. That means those are also work based on the adsorption. Control of humidity. Suppose for example, if here we have any room or any material has more humidity, just we pass the silica gel or alumina, any material, throw that more humidity containing gas, these absorb humidity, absorbed on the surface of that silica gel, that silica gel or alumina. That means for the providing of dry atmosphere also we are using this adsorption process that we call as removal of or control of humidity or removal of humidity. Heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis. What is the meaning of heterogeneous catalysis? Homogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis means A reacts with B in presence of X. Here A is gaseous state, B is gaseous state, X is solid state. X is catalyst. If reactant catalysts are present in different states, such type of catalysis we called as heterogeneous catalysis. If reactants and catalysts, here X is also present gas. If reactants and catalysts present in a same physical state, we call as homogeneous catalysis. In heterogeneous catalysis also, this gaseous molecule or this gaseous reactant molecule absorbed on the surface of the solid, and worked as a catalyst, worked as a reactant and catalyst. That is called as heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis also works based on the process of adsorption and adsorption. Removal of coloring matter. Here you take the sugarcane juice. Here you take sugarcane juice. What is the color of sugarcane juice? Already I say blue, brownish green or greenish brown. If you add animal charcoal, what happened? The color of this sugarcane juice removed. The color is absorbed on the surface of the animal charcoal. For the removal of color of any substance, we use this adsorption process that we call as removing of coloring matter. Here separation of inert gases. Already I gave information about this one. In Dewar process, we use the coconut charcoal, activated coconut charcoal. If we pass the noble gases through activated coconut charcoal, this can be separated individually at a different temperature, 2.2 Kelvin to 4.2 Kelvin. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. These are separated individually. This process we call as Dewar process. Here, noble gases absorbed on the surface of the activated charcoal. Okay, coconut activated charcoal. That means this process, separation process also. Okay, this separation process also works based on the absorption only. Okay, and curing of diseases. Okay, so many diseases are absorbed. Okay, absorbed inside the human body. Okay, by changing, by not working the different or various physiological activities inside the body. For controlling of those, okay, for the controlling of those, okay, diseases, we are taking, okay, drugs or tablets. The tablet first dissolved in stomach, that chemical substance absorbed on the surface, first absorbed and then absorbed on the surface of the blood, it will be moved towards the disease part. Move toward the disease part and it control the disease, it prevent the disease, it cure the disease. Okay, that is we call as curing of diseases. Froth flotation process. Okay, froth flotation process is used, is one of the technique which is used in, okay, metal extraction of metals. Okay, it is used for the removal of, okay, removal of gangue, removal of contaminants from the ore. For example, sulfide contaminants removed from the gangue by using this froth flotation process. Here also same. Here we are using different materials. Okay, those sulfide ores, sulfide contaminants get absorbed on the surface of that particular material and removed as a waste material. Okay, absorption indicators. Okay, during the titration, okay, in first PUC we saw the one titration, sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate versus hydrochloric acid. That is the one acid-base titration. Okay, in that we use the methyl arrays indicator. Okay, here sometimes during this type of titrations we use the absorption indicators. So many absorption indicators are there. Okay, lycopene, methylene blue, all those are the absorption indicators. Those are absorbed on the surface of that solution. That particular solution. Okay, we call as absorption indicators. Chromatographic analysis. Already in first PUC we saw that chromatographic analysis, paper chromatography, thin layer chromatography, column chromatography. So many chromatographies are there. Chromatography is mainly classified into two types: absorption chromatography and partition chromatography. If gas or liquid molecule absorbed on the surface of the solid and proceeds, okay, we called as absorption chromatography. That means chromatographic technique, thin layer chromatography, okay, column chromatography, all are works based on the process of absorption. This we called as, okay, absorption chromatographic techniques. This is the we called as applications of, okay, absorption. These are the applications of an absorption. What are the applications of an absorption? They may ask one or two marks question. Okay, write the applications of absorption. What are the applications? One is production of high vacuum pressure. Second one is, okay, here working of gas mask and removal of humidity or control of humidity. Okay, fourth one heterogeneous catalysis, and fifth one removal of coloring matter, and sixth one separation of inert gases by using Dewar process. Okay, and curing of diseases are prevented, and froth flotation process, absorption indicators, and it is also used in chromatographic technique. Okay, chromatographic technique also works based on the absorption process and absorption process. This is about the absorption. Okay, applications of absorption. Then in continuation, we see the absorption isotherms. What is the meaning of isotherm? Okay, what is the meaning of isotherm? At constant temperature. Isobar means at constant pressure. Isochore means at constant volume. Okay, we will draw the curves between two digits, between two fundamental things at constant temperature, we called as isotherm. At constant pressure, we called as isobar. At constant volume, we called as isochore. Okay, here we have absorption isotherm. Okay, this is also 1 mark question or 2 mark question. Write what is the absorption isotherm. Write absorption isotherms. How many absorption isotherms are there? We'll see in continuation. Okay, here absorption. Already we know about the absorption. This is solid. Okay, if we pass the gas or liquid. Okay, gas or liquid through the solid. Gas or liquid, it absorbs on the surface of the solid and absorption reaction takes place. Okay, here absorption isotherm for solid gas, absorption isotherm for solid liquid. Okay, if solid gas is there, we use the pressure. Okay, if solid liquid is there, we use the concentration. Okay, we use the concentration. Okay, we'll see absorption isotherms. What is the definition of absorption isotherms? Okay, the curve which is obtained when we draw the amount of it absorbed on the surface of the absorbent and pressure we call as absorption isotherm. Okay, here we are getting the one curve when we draw the graph between x by m. X is the amount of absorbed, m is the amount of absorbent. Okay, versus pressure at constant temperature. At constant temperature, we call as absorption isotherm. Okay, here we have the two types of absorptions: physical absorption and chemical absorption. Okay, as we said, here also we have the two types of absorption isotherms. One is physical absorption isotherm, chemical absorption isotherm. Unimolecular absorption isotherm and unilayer absorption isotherm and multi-layer absorption isotherm. Two types of absorption isotherms are there. One is French absorption isotherm. Okay, second one is not present in our syllabus, but okay. Langmuir absorption isotherm. This is a multi-layer absorption. I don't want to go for the more of this one. Multi-layer absorption. Okay, please explain about the chemical absorption. It explains about the chemical absorption, multi-layer absorption. Okay, just I will give the principle here. Okay, x by m is equal to, okay, in different books in different like this, AP by 1 plus dP. P is the pressure, here P is the pressure. Okay, here A, B constants. Okay, X amount of absorbate, M amount of absorbent. Okay, P pressure. Okay, this is the principle of Langmuir absorption isotherm. Okay, in some books it may be in NCERT book or another book it may be in different way. X by m is equal K dash P. K dash is the constant by 1 plus Kp. Okay, K dash are constants. Same, both are set, but forms are different. Okay, this is about the Langmuir absorption isotherm. Okay, we don't have this one into NCERT's syllabus. Okay, but just I give for our knowledge purpose. It is a multi-layer absorption isotherm. Okay, it explains about the multi-layer adsorption isotherm absorption, and multi-layer adsorption means chemical adsorption. What is the principle here? X by M is equal AP by 1 plus BP, or X by M is equal KP by 1 plus KP, K dash P by 1 plus KP. This is about the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Freilich adsorption isotherm. Okay, Freilich adsorption isotherm for gases. First we will see the gases, after that we will see the liquids. Okay, liquids. Okay, Freilich also gave the adsorption isotherm, gave the mathematical relation, gave one mathematical relation, mathematical expression. Mathematical expression for Freilich adsorption isotherm is X by M is equal Kp to the power of 1 by N. This is the mathematical expression. Here X is equal, already I said, amount of adsorbate. Okay, here M is equal amount of adsorbent. Adsorbent K is equal to constant. Okay, P is equal to Kn comma K constant, P is equal to pressure. Okay, apply logarithm for this. Apply logarithm for log for above equation. What it becomes? Log X by M is equal to log K into P to the power of 1 by N. To the power of 1 by N. Okay, this may be written like this now. It may be written like this. Log X by M is equal. Okay, here log 1 by N. Here I am writing. Is equal to 1 by N log P plus log K. Okay, it is available. Just it is appeared like y is equal to mx plus c principle. It is appeared like y is equal to mx plus c principle. Okay, here draw the curve. Okay, draw the curve. Okay, you take x-axis and y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. Okay, here y-axis now you take here log x by m. Okay, here 0. In an x-axis, what will take? Log p. Okay, here we get curves. Here we get the curve with the intercept. This area we called intercept. What is the intercept here? C. Intercept is the log k. Here we have the slope. This we called as slope. It is what? M. M is equal to what here? 1 by n. 1 by n. Slope is here 1 by n. Okay, here intercept is here log k. Intercept is here log k. Okay, here what about the liquids? What about the Freilich adsorption isotherm for liquids? Same. Just okay, here I am taking liquids. Instead of P, here I am using C. C means C is equal to concentration of solution. Concentration of solution. Here also, okay, here I am taking C to the power of 1 by n. Here also I am taking C. Here also I am taking C. Remaining as usual. Instead of P, use only C. That equation. Okay, what is that? Freilich adsorption isotherm for liquids. Mathematical expression for liquids. X by m is equal to Kc to the power of 1 by n. Okay, X is equal to amount of adsorbate. M is equal to amount of adsorbent. Okay, N, K, constants. Okay, C is equal to concentration of the solution. Okay, here apply logarithm for this equation. What happened? Log x by m is equal to log k into c to the power of 1 by n. Log x by m is equal to 1 by n log c log k plus log k. What happened? It is available in just it absorbed as a y is equal to mx plus 3 equation. Then you draw the graph. Draw the graph. You take the y at log x by m and you take the log c. See now? Over here log c on x axis. What happened? Here we have the gap. This gap we call as intercept. Intercept always is equal to log k. Okay, here what is slope? Slope, this distance we call as slope always is equal to the 1 by n. This is about the adsorption isotherm. Here we have the two types of adsorption isotherms. One is Freundlich adsorption isotherm and second one is what? Langmuir adsorption isotherm. And Freundlich adsorption isotherm, it explains about the physical adsorption. It explains about only physical adsorption. It explains unilayer adsorption. What are the difference between Freundlich adsorption and Langmuir adsorption? What are the differences between Freundlich adsorption and Langmuir adsorption? What is the principle for Freundlich adsorption? First, what is the principle? First principle, okay, here x by n is equal to kp or kc to the power of 1 by n. Here x by n is equal to 1 plus kp by here AP by 1 plus B. AP by 1 plus BP or K dash P by 1 plus KP. Okay, and here we get same graph. In both the cases we get same graph. Okay, this is explains about the unilayer. It explains about the multi-layer. Okay, this is for physical adsorption. This is for chemical adsorption. Graphs are both are same like this. Here also x by m log p. Here also x by m log p. Okay, this is about the just difference between Freundlich adsorption isotherms and Langmuir adsorption isotherms. All the cases same, but only small differences are there. Okay, this is about the adsorption isotherm and adsorption. Okay, now adsorption, what we saw, what I explained in adsorption. Okay, in adsorption, I explained what is adsorption. The accumulation or concentration of adsorbent on the surface of the adsorbent we called as adsorption. What is the adsorbate which has capability to adsorb on the surface of the solid? We called as adsorbate. Example, gases and liquids. What is adsorbent? The gas, which has capability to adsorb. Okay, those are simply considered as a adsorbents. Example for alumina, all those are the best example for adsorbents. Absorption. Surface we called as adsorption. AB, Delhi, Bombay. Absorption means in bulk. The accumulation, the concentration, insertion, attraction of gaseous or liquid molecules. Liquid molecules into bulk we called as absorption. Chalk piece in color water, sponge in water, we simply called as absorption. It's also called adsorption and absorption process we called as sorption. Adsorption we called as condensation process. Removal of gaseous molecules and liquid molecules from the solid we called as evaporation. That is we called as desorption. Evaporation or desorption. Desorption. Mechanism for the adsorption. Already we saw mechanism for the adsorption. And here classification or types of adsorption. Okay, types of adsorption. We have here gases and liquids both are adsorbed on the surface of the solid. If liquids are adsorbed on the surface of the solid, we have two types of adsorption. One is positive adsorption and second one is negative adsorption. After that, what we have? Gases. Gases also adsorbed on the surface of the solid. One is based on that we have two types: physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. And differences between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption also very important. This for the 3 marks. Compulsory question for the 3 marks. After the adsorption, types of adsorption, and here today we discuss the applications of adsorption. So many applications, 10 applications are there. I already explained 10 applications in adsorption. Then in continuation I explain adsorption isotherms. Drawing of any curve between two things at constant temperature we call as isotherm. At constant pressure we call as isobar. At constant we call as isopores. Isopores. Here two types of adsorptions are there: physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Physical adsorption applicable for Freundlich adsorption isotherm, and here chemical adsorption applicable for Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Already I gave and drawn all those curves. This is about the adsorption isotherms. Thank you. How are you, Kavya? Fine. How did you get it? Yeah.